Saddle up, sports fans. A new Elton video just dropped. Get ready for epic luck. The absolute pinnacle of coaching genius. Professional anti-turn one bang the ball setups. A masterclass in coaching like no other. And much, much more. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the redraft process for the Philosophrats Skaven team in Blood Bowl Season 9, official ladder sanctioned by Cyanide and Nakon, official proper ladder stuff, improved redraft. I've not clicked anything since finishing the last match, so here we are. We get 1,300 golden pieces to do the redraft with. Each player that we want to rehire costs 20k on top of whatever they cost. So we've got 6 players that we want to keep. It's 120k. Quick maths. 5 times 2 is 10, by the way. And we wouldn't pay. He did get this on a random, so maybe we would pay the extra 20k for Ludwig Rackenstein. So maybe there's 1x. And that's 20k, right? So now we are on a total of 140k. Plus whatever their values are, which is 145. You know, without getting too mired down in it, we'll go 145, add 105, add 145, add 125, add 150, add 130. And that's 800 for these guys. So that's 800k for those guys. So 920k for the bulk of the team. And then this guy is 60k, so it'd be 80k for him. So 80k for him. DP. So we're on 1,000. We've got 7 players. Let's just start the process, yeah? So basically, we already know that we're spending 1,000 on players, 100,000 on players. That's 6 players. So that's 7 players. So we need to hire 4 more players at 50k each. So that's 200k. That puts us on 1 to 1,200, right? That should put us on 1,200, right? This is right, isn't it? 4 players to bump up to 11 because that's 7. And then we'd want the Apo for 50. And a reroll for 50. So as you can see, right, the team is going to be bang, 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 bang. Don't need Bloodrat. Maybe, well, he's 13 SPP. Yeah, we take Bloodrat. He's getting skills. Yeah, it's 2 TDs, but the other 13. Like, he's not been, we can have a look at the skills here, actually. Yeah, like, he's got he's primed. He's ready to go. I'm not sure what he takes. He probably plays another game, I think. And, you know, obviously, hopefully a gutter dies. The question is, do we take the Apo so Albert Camus has a chance of healing? He's been absolutely useless, but he would be worth it. So we'd go for these ones and him. That's 860. How are we on 860 here? I can't do maths. That's 80k, that's not. How do we I just did the maths. No, we need fried rat Nietzsche. We need fried rat. It would be madness to drop him. How is this not? How come? How come this is only 800k? Oh, it doesn't account for the fees? Wait. Wait, have they... Jesus. Yeah, that's 860. That's just their player... Oh, what? Okay. Whatever. See, that says how much money we've got left, but that shows the TV. Okay. So we need to actually fire these people. Because I'm not rehiring this. So yeah, redraft is built so you build your team and you... one of the notions behind redraft is you build your team. And you get to keep all your players for their journey. You get to have their little journey. Part of the fluff for it is you rehire people, your journey, your team's fucking thingy progresses, all that sort of stuff, blah, 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 blah. But you're going to notice now that I have to fire these people even though they're useless, right? I will be firing him and renaming him Philippe Ratlander. I will be firing this guy, renaming him Plato Third. Okay, but I'm charged 20k for it. Just like one of the fucking just silly things about redraft is you have the additional 20k on people that haven't got any SPP, haven't got any skills. Makes no sense. So we have to go through, we fire everybody but the people that we want, which is those 6. I don't think so. Oh, you can. Oh, good spot. Good spot, Sergeant Oddity. Good spot. So now we're on 7, we need 4. 100k. Probably go for both rerolls. Or the Apo to try and heal up Albert Camus. But here's the thing, right? Here's the big, beautiful thing with redraft. Right? My team's going to go from this. So it's 07, 11. Alright, just a little timestamp there. So my team is going to go from all of this. Right? Like I would be firing a bunch of these anyway because I've got 15 players. I really want... I'd be firing 2. May as well random the 2 liners of SP. Then I could be... I could actually. Yeah, I could actually do that. Yeah, that's fine. That would be fine. Oh, you can't random now. You have to do it after. You can't spend it now. You can't do it now. Fuck me. You do get a chance. The Apo adds +1, doesn't it? Yeah, you can't do it now. You can't rando it now. So you'd have to take him through on the SPP that he's on. So you could, yeah, you pay the tax for the SPP. Oh, fuck me. It's absurd. It's absurd. It's a really silly thing. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a good spot though that you can just jack up the numbers. We'll take all of these. These are all worth taking. He's worth paying 80k for because he's only 60k in TV. We go next step. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. We could go for the redraft. We could add the Apo. I already have all the I have all the names written down. I don't have what number we're on, but this is the beautiful thing, right? So what I was getting at there is this team, minus, ignore the bottom 2 players. This team, once I click the rest of these buttons, is only going to be able to play against other redrafted teams. Because people view teams that have gone through the redraft process as being too powerful to face other teams. However, you're going to see this team is going to drop hard. I'm going to lose a reroll. I'm going to lose the Apo because it's not worth the extra chance on this. I'm going to lose a reroll. I'm going to lose the Apo. I'm going to lose 2 of my linemen. And I'm going to have to wait for 20 minutes plus for matches. I waited for 20 minutes match for a match earlier, which was bonkers. So yeah, we just pick up the 2 rerolls. You go to next step. And that's how the team looks. And now I can only play against teams that have also gone through redraft. Which makes no sense because my 20 game team, which was stronger than this, of course Albert Camus and Friedrat Nietzsche were out, but my 19 game team, stronger than this. My 18 game team, stronger than this. 17 game, probably all the way back to like maybe 12th or 13th game. because his team hasn't changed in that time. I got the dirty player. Like 6, 7, 8 games, I've been at this strength, and now I can't face teams that I was fine to face. It's bonkers. We confirm that. Okay. So we cleared the serious injury without spending on the Apo, so that's nice. Good hustle, Albert Camus. But yeah, so our team has just dropped down to this. Still a pretty strong team. But I can now only play against teams that have also redrafted. So there's very few of those, because as they put on the Cyanide website, not on the Johan made an announcement that 90% of teams don't go more than 20 games, and that's pre-redraft. So if you take 90% of teams out of the equation, its matchmaking times are very long. I've seen Mr. Page speak about how matchmaking times for his team are like over an hour. Yeah, sort of bonkers, really. So this is probably the last you'll see of this team, which is a shame, because the team is weaker now. Like we've dumped the rewild, we've lost the Apo, we lost 2 bench guaranteed. The team's weaker now, but I can only face teams that have been redrafted, and that's going to make the queue times unbearable. Yeah, so we are retiring, but that was the redraft process. This is the team. We went 7, 5, and 8. Not great at all. But you know, if you watched the series, we had some atrocious luck. And of course, you know, big coaching issues here as well. Jean-Paul Archer, we'll go through a little brief bit here. I should have done this at the start. Doesn't really matter about the line rats that have been fired. So Jean-Paul Archer, he was solid. Jean-Paul Archer was solid. He had a solid career, I'd say. Only 6 touchdowns. But, you know, hey, that's all you need. Lots of yards running. Didn't do any passing, or didn't succeed any passing. He got banged a few times. Did 34 blocks, and he himself got banged 40 times. He was here for 18 matches. Yeah, he had an alright. He got 1 surf. He had a good career. Ratastotle, there was a couple of really pivotal games where he had some chances to do some glory, and he let us down, like most of the team. He was also sort of like, this is the Blodge run, and he had some moments. He flew under the radar a little bit. Got his 4 tuddies, so he got less than Jean-Paul Archer, but got some tuddies, got some running yards, did some blocks. He only did 12 blocks himself. He received 66, so an absolute stud to live for 19 matches. Did very, very good. He had 1. He would have been MNG for a match. Bertrand Russell. 11 touchdowns on Bertrand. Bertrand's problem was he would get KO'd and he would just sit the rest of the match out. 276 running yards. He did 9 blocks. He received 51 blocks. A lot of those were prior to him getting the useful skills of sprint and sure feet and 2 heads. But then, to be fair, I did leave him out, you know, to dry a couple of times, because that tends to be what happens. And yeah, he underwhelming, because he would get KO'd and he just wouldn't come back. Certainly in the last few games. Socrates, he's our wrestle stripper. Socrates did 18 matches, served the team diligently. 2 MNGs, I think. Yeah, he would have been sustained casualties. Yeah, 4. He got a couple of MNGs. He did alright. He did okay. He received 40 blocks. He did 22. Couple of MNGs. Not a bad career for Socrates. Albert Camus, so don't get me started. I don't have anything positive to say about Albert Camus. The last... yeah, this is atrocious, right? 152 blocks, and he inflicted 12 casualties. Well, inflicted 45 injuries. So he broke armor 1 out of 3 times, which I think is shooting low. I think that's shooting low. I'd have to pull up a little jobby, pull up a little the Samba action calculator to have a quick look at that. 121 blitzes. And yeah, the last 10 games, since he got Claw, he's been pretty useless, I'll be honest with you. And it's a sad one. It's a real sad one. Yeah, 152 blocks, received 55, broke armor 45 times. So yeah, that's it, isn't it? You compare the 45, broke armor 45 times, less than 1 in 3 times. The average for breaking armor, it depends on the teams you're facing, doesn't it? But yeah, it wasn't good. I'll have a quick look at that. Samba action calculator. So if we go to armor break, 10 plus. 8.3%, 10 plus. 27%. Less than a third. Maybe he was bang on average, but he didn't pop the stuff. He didn't pop it. He didn't pop anything open. The last 10 games of him have been pretty miserable. Although he did the Dark Elf match, he did pop off at the start, but then he very much turned off. Fried Rat, very similar story. Just wasn't able to get the bangs in for us. So we have, yeah, he did 10 casualties. Let's see how many armor times he broke armor. 34 armor breaks for 93 hits, so, about a third. Maybe it's not that bad, but neither of them were impactful. Neither of them were impactful at all. He just scored a tutty. Good stuff. Yeah, underwhelming from Fried Rat and Albert Kamaus, though, I'll be honest. And now we're on to Ludwig Rackenstein, the star of the last match, and yeah, he had one hell of a final match with us. He did a lot of fouls. All of the fouls came in one game. 12 fouls in one match. Or maybe 11. And yeah, he absolutely fucking rolled it. He had a blinder of a game. He had three argued calls back to back. No problems. Don't worry about it, ref. Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. Yeah, it was good. It was good. He did go out of a stomp, massive stomp. And then we are on to the useless, the rehires, which it would have cost nothing to let me keep my guys that had the stats and had no SPP and no skill. I think they should cost the same as a normal thing, but it's another thing that this points at like redraft not being terribly well thought out in the rules as written in the rulebook, and it's very bad for the ladder, in my opinion, because now queue times will be obscenely long for me, and my team is weaker than it was. Go figure. I suppose you could say it's no, it's not. Just clearing the serious injury on him doesn't really make the team stronger. I can snipe. I don't want to snipe Zons, man. That'd be miserable. That would be fucking miserable. But yeah, so that's been the Philosophrats. You will probably see the team name and the team scheme again at some point, but we'll give it a bit of a break. Coming up in the future, I think it's going to be... Let's see if we can get to my team lists. We might be bringing the cheeses in. The same setup as before. We'll be going fouling, though, after seeing the absolute beauty of fouling. Yeah, we can look at the match history as well. And you may see the Flying Friars. You probably won't see the Fun Havers. You might see a new Dwarf team. Probably not, though. And let's have a look at the match history as well for the team. So we started off with a 3-1 win. We then lost to Dolce. Yeah, fuck me. We played Dolce, and then like later on he got himself up to Grandmaster, didn't he? And what was this? This was in early plat, so yeah. So yeah, a win, a loss, a win, loss, win, draw. So this is 9 games, isn't it? 9. Yeah, game 11. It started going dire after this point. A draw, a loss, lizard dogs, fucking dogs, and it went miserable from here. This was the game where Albert Kamaus got claw and he just did nothing. Yeah, I don't have fond memories of this match. Funnily enough, I got that match directly after complaining about how much I dislike lizards. Then we got this. I'm pretty certain this match I had a bunch of bangs on the ball, but it just didn't go the way, and we managed to hold on to the draw. But yeah, a win, draw, then a loss, draw, loss, win, draw. Drawing this game was criminal. We got one turn at the end against a poor one turn defense. And then we, of course, had the final match against Lizards, which was a fun match, but the outcome was a bit of a sad one for us. So yeah, that's been the Philosophrats. These are the stats overall. Inducements bought 7 inducements. Scummed the bribe last match, which was quite funny. Touchdowns 28. Casualties 34. 5 kills, nice kills. Inflicted injuries. Yeah, it's a tough one. We took, sustained injuries, 278. So that's armor breaks, isn't it? Didn't do any of these. Holy, look at that. That's incredible. Incredible rush success. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Handoffs, so we were good on the handoffs, but, you know, you probably would be. And dodges, quite successful on the dodges. I think what this shows is that I diced everybody. Really. But, you know, hey. 758. Yeah. That was alright, actually. It was fun. It was quite testing at times. I'm going to try and be a bit more positive in the next series. I thought I was particularly negative, but some games were miserable. A couple of concedes in there, but we'll try to stop doing those. 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, but sadly this team is gone. So yes, that's true. Obviously, they were like the tripwire to get there, the snakes to hit the ball. Just yeah, that's the problem with this. The dice that I did do some crazy dice turns with the rats. I did absolutely do those like turns where it was just bonkers, and I succeeded a lot. But also it was like hits on balls and stuff like that. That tiny glimmer of hope, like I've got an angle on the ball here, and then they just fall over, and that's just the game decisive stuff. Like there's a few of those matches in there that should have been wins, and you know, coaching skill does have a lot to do with that. But also we were quite unfortunate at pivotal times. So yeah, that's been the Philosophrats. Thanks for watching YouTube. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes better than this one. But thanks a lot. Goodbye.